Hello and welcome to another video with me, Johannes, where learning means change. Today I thought I'd go outside in the sunny of the UK. It's nice for change. But I have to say, I went back inside and got myself a jumper. It was just a bit too freezing. I wasn't going to do a coffee with Carl and freeze myself half to death. So, sorry Carl, I ain't going to be that tough as you. Today I want to talk about three things. The primary goal in education, which I consider is the primary goal, and two terms that I want to introduce you to, new ones: ideal scene and current scene. And that is in particular you can take away for yourself that you can apply in your own area. Good. With that, let's talk about the primary goal in education as I think it. I think the primary goal in education and in primary school, so up to the age of 10, should be this: to create lifelong learners. That I think is the primary goal. And the ideal scene with that would be this: I would consider it an ideal scene if a student could attest with certainty and feel completely comfortable that he could do the following things. A, that he knew he was a lifelong learner. Two, that he knew when he encounters a learning problem and he can remove the learning problem. He knows exactly what to do. Two, that he knows when his learning aptitude is going down, what to do about it, and that he constantly increases his learning aptitude, and he also knows how that can be attained. Further, in the third point, I would consider that he should have complete certainty of the fact that if he can't do something, that he knows how and what causes that and how to resolve that, because that's all part of learning. Because learning that doesn't produce anything in doing is, for most of us, pretty useless. You gotta drive a car, you gotta make a cup of coffee, you may want to cook, or you want to do marketing. You gotta be able to do these things. There's very few of us who just get away with just being able to talk nicely, and people love it. But the point is, you gotta be able to do things, and people know if somebody can do things as opposed to someone who can just do the talk. Now, this is the ideal scene. Let's have a look at the current scene in education. Well, the current scene in education is this: we're trying to find the lifelong learners by simply putting lots of information onto our kids and see which ones can memorize the information and throw it back out. Now, let's compare the two. You got ideal scene creating lifelong learners, and you got the current scene finding lifelong learners. What's the difference? Well, it's in the word find. Our current system doesn't create lifelong learners. It doesn't even know what causes learning barriers, doesn't know how to resolve the learning barriers, but it knows how to find lifelong learners by simply throwing lots of information at them, and the ones that can memorize it and bring it back out, they're the winners. But it still doesn't teach those winners and successes of what causes learning barriers, and it doesn't teach, if you can't do something, how can you figure out what the problem is and resolve it. That it doesn't tell you, because it doesn't know. So I hope that helped you, because now you know that lifelong learning is not a product currently in our schools. I know how to create a lifelong learner. I know the barriers. I know what causes a problem in ability to do things, and I know how to increase learning aptitudes and duplication in particular. For yourself, you can take away, apart from that, have a look at your desk, have a look at your job and say, what's the ideal scene? How should it really be? Or your business. And then write down what's really there. And then compare the different bits. And the ones that are of course not matching, you can target for improvement. And with that, I'll leave you. Thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.